Hello, hello. I really don't know how to start this once again. Um, these videos aren't really planned out yet. I hope to get to a point where these videos have a little bit more structure, um, more direction. Right now, though, we're just freestyling, right? And yeah, it's nighttime. Hopefully, we get to a point where these videos are earlier in the day as well, when I'm less tired, more mentally present on the mission. But right now, I mean, this is a good time to reflect, right? It is officially 24 hours uh, since the last bite of food, solid food. Today's been all water, electrolytes. I did have a glass of milk. Uh, so if we're going off technicalities, then I didn't succeed, but it was watered down with ice and shit. It's not going to be something that continues moving forward. I think it was more so something to help me get more sleepy. A lot of times when we do these, when I do these fasts, when I've done these fasts in the past, it becomes increasingly difficult to sleep and get your rest. So the thick liquid helped me with that. More so than what I'm intaking and consuming, I want these videos because I'm not really a scientist. I'm not a scientist at all. I've done my research on fasting. But more so I want to talk about the mindset, right? I think today was fairly easy because I wasn't necessarily present with my pain, right? I didn't put the fasting at the focal point of my day. Instead, I continued on with what was on my to-do list, right? Gardening for fucking 3 to 4 hours, working out, practicing my poetry, learning, researching. Those things took focus on my day. And so that busyness helped out with the fast not being as painful, right? So far, right? I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch or speak pain onto my life, but I think it's a good sign because it's a reminder, right? The pain of regret or the pain of mediocrity or the pain of growth. And this is what the pain of growth feels like, like even sometimes when you're lifting and shit, like you don't feel the pain of that rep in that moment 100% of the time, So right here in this rep, in this episode of life, I'm not feeling the pain of it because it's more so you're just doing it. You might feel the pain of it later, or maybe not, like if you ever heard that saying, hit the wall, don't let the wall hit you, or like when you're doing a push-up, like push down on the ground, you're not pushing your body up. Like it's the mindset. Like right now I'm in a different zone where it's just going, so that's a little bit about that. But yeah, this fast as of right now is helping me execute, keeping my mind sharp and focused on what's important to me in this moment and what lies ahead. Many fasts in the past have, like you're thinking about food all the time, and that's not what this is as of yet, at least as of right now, and hopefully it continues to be that way. This is a spiritual purification, purification through starvation, and I'm looking forward to being further purified. I'm looking forward to being emptied completely, consumed by the air, consumed by the breath of air and life that the universe gives me so that I can be reshaped and salvaged into something much greater. I've always seen my life having a purpose and a destiny, and this is part of the process. And it's beautiful that you all will get to look back on this or look at this in the moment, because I'm sure right now, right, I have no name. I'm a nobody with no bodies. Uh, but it'll be cool to look back on this in the future and be like, damn, this is part of where it started, you know. But if you really think about it, it started beyond that, you know. Before that, it started in schooling, it started in the way I was raised, it started in the habits that I built up, right? The bad habits and the good habits. You know, these bad habits have led me to go on this fast so that I can purge myself of them. But the good habits allowed me to have that leadership mind, right? That of knowing that I am destined for something greater, of always choosing growth, uh, of wanting that autonomy, of having faith instead of fear, you know? And so the same people that raised me to have the bad habits also raised me to have these great habits. The same life experiences and lessons that we learn from things that have fed the bad also have fed the good, right? And it's about what you feed most. Uh, so right now we are starving out the bad habits to make room for feeding more and more and more good habits. So hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully those of you who are embarking on this journey with me are also giving it your best, learning not just what your body's saying, right? Because your body is one part of us, right? The body is one thing. You're gonna feel certain things in your body. Your body's gonna get agitated in certain moments. It's gonna be hungry in certain moments. It's gonna make you anxious. It's gonna make you want food when you really don't need it, right? But what is your mind telling you, right? Your body is the reactor. Your mind is the responder. How do you respond to these agitations? How do you respond to these hungers, to these feelings of being starved out? You know, so the body reacts, the mind responds. What does the soul do? The soul learns, right? The soul learns from these responses, from these reactions. Uh, so that's what it's about. It's about learning. It's about developing your game, refining your wisdom, and learning the most that you possibly can from each and every experience. So this is day 2, officially, episode 2 of season 1, you know, of my 21-day water fast, of the overall series 1 of Triumphant Spring Pathway. You know, this is us killing parts of ourselves so that the good can survive into spring, just as any seed is planted, you know, just as any bad parts of the seed do not survive and the plants do not grow. This is where you have to really show what is it within you that you want to truly flourish. Do you want to take all parts of you with you? If you do, then go ahead, by all means. You know, me personally, I know parts of me need to not come with me to the next stage of life. They need to be known. I need to know I can go there if needed. But yeah, this next stage and season and series of life that I am directing and in control of and manifesting and visualizing and risking my life on are going to be great, not just for me, but for the world and for the universe around me and for the people around me. And that's the most important part, being a light. So, blessings, TSP, away, church.